I'm Teisha Bader with Shalom TV's news update for Thursday, August the 21st, 2014. With the barrage of rocket attacks continuing into Israel from Gaza, Israel's Air Force hit terror targets overnight last night, including targeted hits on several senior Hamas terrorists. Following information obtained by the Shin Bet, Israel's security agency, as to the location of the senior leaders, the IAF fired missiles at a building in Rafah that housed Hamas commanders Ra'ad Attar and Mohammed Abu Smala, killing them both. Both Attar and Abu Smala were involved in numerous deadly attacks against Israelis, as well as the kidnapping of former IDF soldier Gilad Shalit in 2006. A third Hamas terrorist, Mohammed Barhoum, was also killed in the airstrike. It is still unclear at this time whether Hamas chief Mohammed Dif was killed in an airstrike Tuesday night targeting him. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu praised the joint efforts of the Shin Bet and the IAF for carrying out the precise operation against the Hamas commanders last night, who were responsible for past attacks and planned for future deadly attacks against Israel. Netanyahu said Operation Protective Edge will continue until its objective has been fulfilled, the restoration of long-term quiet for the citizens of Israel while causing significant damage to terrorist infrastructure. As mentioned, heavy rocket fire continued into Israel from Gaza overnight, and today, a man in the Eshkol Regional Council was moderately to seriously injured when he was hit by shrapnel during a rocket barrage this morning while getting children to shelter at kibbutz Nir Oz near the Gaza border. Israel's cabinet last night approved a measure to call up 10,000 reserve soldiers to replace currently serving reservists along Israel's border with Gaza. Yesterday, Hamas threatened that it would target Ben Gurion International Airport with rockets. Israel police and the IDF Homefront Command have taken precautionary measures at the terminal, but it remains fully operational. Israel Airport Authority spokesman Ofer Leffler said Hamas has been trying to disrupt the activity at Ben Gurion Airport since the beginning of the fighting. He said there were numerous resources and procedures in place to deal with those threats. For the first time, a Hamas official has acknowledged that the terror group's military wing was behind the kidnapping and murder of the three Israeli teens, Gilad Shar, Naftali Frankel, and Eyal Yifrach, this past June. Israeli media posted a video of Hamas spokesman Salah al-Aruri telling a conference organized by the World Association of Muslim Scholars that the armed wing of Hamas, the Al-Qassam Brigades, was behind the kidnapping of the boys. And according to the Jerusalem Post, al-Aruri praised the brigades for, quote, heroic action. Hundreds of New Yorkers participated in an anti-Israel protest yesterday. A massive Palestinian flag with the words "Gaza in our hearts" and "Boycott, Divest, Sanctions" printed on it was hung from the Manhattan Bridge at about 7 o'clock last night as protesters marched across the Brooklyn Bridge, condemning Israel's actions in Gaza. The flag remained in place for about 30 minutes until the New York Police Department had it removed and said that they were investigating as to who hung it there. New York City Councilman David Greenfield harshly criticized the NYPD for allowing such an incident to occur. Former president of the Jewish Community Federation of San Francisco, the Peninsula, Marin, and Sonoma counties, John D. Goldman, was named general trustee on the board of the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts in Washington, D.C. U.S. President Barack Obama announced his intention to appoint Goldman, among several other individuals, to key administration posts yesterday. Also appointed yesterday, Alan Holt as a member of the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Council. Holt, whose parents were survivors of Auschwitz, also serves on the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum's Committee on Conscience. The conservative movement's Schechter Day School Network, or SSDN, and the Jewish Montessori Society, or JMS, announced a new strategic partnership which will enable the schools in the two networks to collaborate and share resources. Executive Director of the Schechter Day School Network, John Mitzmacher, said the strategic alignment between the schools was a great opportunity to collaborate and learn from one another. SSDN was founded in 1965 as the Solomon Schechter Day School Association. It has 43 schools in North America. JMS, whose schools will now be affiliated schools of Schechter, was formed in 2011 and has 41 member schools, many of them early childhood programs. And turning now to our Shalom TV programming for Thursday night, August the 21st. Coming up after the news, a new segment of Thinking Out Loud with Micah Halpern. And then later tonight on L'Chaim at 9 o'clock, Mark Golub sits down with filmmaker Galen Ross, who discusses her film Killing Kastner, the Jew Who Dealt with Nazis, which describes how Israel Kastner saved Jewish children from the Holocaust, but was later accused of collaborating with the Nazis and murdered by Israeli fanatics. That's tonight on Shalom TV and ShalomTV.com. And that's Shalom TV's news update for Thursday, August the 21st, 2014. I'm Teisha Bader.